Hey Dennis, say hello to the void.
Hello, people. Hello, internet world. Hello, internet.
The void, the nothingness.
Yeah.
Because there's no one there.
There's no one there. It's a machine just recording.
Anyway, back from the dead, roars this podcast because I have time now.
Yeah.
Do I? Not really, but
You had more. You have more time than you did.
I'm not filming anything.
Yes.
We are not filming anything because you were there too.
Yeah.
But
you were doing most of the work. Let's be real.
it feels like a brag, so I wasn't gonna say it. Or a complaint, or a
Complaint.
brag
Brag plate.
blate. Anyway, so what do we do this week then? In our now resurrected podcast, where we sit and watch a movie for ladies, and then talk about it. What do we do?
What do we do? What do we watch?
I mean, you can really just look at the screen.
Yeah,
and read
fool's
it.
gold. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is the reconnaissance is real, y'all.
Yeah.
He's been here for years. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, what was the other one we did? Oh, yeah, that's with Jennifer Lopez, right? Wasn't it? The
Oh,
wedding
and
planner.
yeah, the wedding
yes,
planner.
we covered that.
Yeah, I also did How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days,
Oh.
which was not great.
Yeah, so that was the first one that with McConaughey and
I guess that was the
Hudson.
first one. At some point,
on this
at this
podcast.
point, I'm gonna have to do failure to launch. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have
just
to.
to round out the thing.
We should just cover that whole relationship up. Just cover it up.
I'm still going full bore. They've done 3 movies together. They've had sex together.
We can start that.
They've done things.
We can start that.
To
Why not?
and with each other.
Why not start it?
They're
What's
both
gonna happen?
Well, I guess he's not single. I don't know.
Well,
whatever.
he's married to that Brazilian chick. And
But
has
who
a
cares?
Kid.
He's Matthew McConaughey. He's got
Yeah.
enough seed to plow a whole field. That's not a
Yeah.
metaphor that makes sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. And she's not married. She's just like whatever.
Yeah,
she's
she's
just
like
being
that
a
real
mom.
tall, like.
Yeah, the lead singer of Black Crowes.
That's. I was going to make a reference to a Jim Henson movie, but I can't.
The Dark Crystal.
Yes,
Oh,
but he looks like one of the.
those. Yeah, I know what you're talking
The
about.
bird
fucking,
people?
Yeah, the evil bird people.
I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah.
What are they called? I feel like this was referenced in an episode of Farscape because I'm a nerd and I've watched that show. I
Yeah.
love that show. Anyway, so this movie, what was this movie about?
Well, it was a failed relationship,
And
Matthew McConaughey is a treasure hunter because he's really not an archaeologist. He's a fucking treasure hunter,
Mm.
and he's kind of a scumbag.
Mm.
And Kate Hudson is just trying to get rid of him, but she can't quit him because he's got that good dick. Which is pretty much what she said. He's like, because he fucks so good. Well, she didn't say fuck because PG-13. She's like, he's so good in bed. And even her lawyer was like, yeah, we know like the reason why you ruined your life was because he's good in bed. Which is not a good thing you should have a reputation. It was like, the only reason why you're with this douchebag is because he's good in bed.
And then they find a treasure.
Yeah.
Well, then they go
they're
treasure
trying.
hunting.
Yeah, they're trying to find a treasure.
And they find love too, which is the real
And
treasure.
there's bad guys who are trying to kill him and take the treasure for themselves. And then there's competition who ends up helping him at the end. It's a whole
Theo Huxtable's there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But so what you're
Yeah.
saying is this is Uncharted 2.5.
Yeah.
Because this would literally be like
Yeah, it has elements
It's Uncharted
of
2.5.
all the...
It came out in 2008, a year after Uncharted,
Yeah.
and it pretty much is very much an Uncharted game.
Yeah, it kind of felt like an Uncharted game, just less fun.
I'm just going for the no one who's listening to this, to the person I'm screaming at into the void, that one guy, Sam. I'm pretty sure during this we are going to spoil all the Uncharteds.
Yeah. Fuck it, right?
Maybe. But nobody's listening, so who cares?
Here's my thing. It's been how many years? And you haven't decided to play one or any of them? Then it's on you.
To be fair, it's been a month. Since the last one.
Since the last one. But I'm talking about the first one, the second one, the third one.
It's
been a while.
It's been a while.
But
But
had enough time.
they have had...
I'm sick of this shit. Was like, spoilers. And then we have to wait. Like counting down 1, 2, 3.
I'm
If
going
you're
to-
still on here, this is your fault.
I'm just going to, and this time, last time it did not pick it up, but
Don't tap you. Sorry about that.
don't aggressively tap the table that the recorder is on. Is it picking it up? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to listen to this.
But yeah, it's just like when it comes to spoilers, it's like okay, just whatever.
Yeah. Anyway,
You're warned.
this is a full-on. This is an Uncharted. Like I said, it's not Golden Abyss, which is the only Uncharted game I have not played, except for the card game, which I guess
was
exists.
on what?
It's on the Vita,
Oh, yeah.
which is why I haven't played it because I don't mobile game.
Yeah, those mobile things don't survive. They don't last. The
Game Boys-
mobile
well,
portables.
Nintendo was doing fine.
Oh, the Game Boys.
Yeah. Well, they have like the DS. Now.
But yeah, but weren't they? They were like the first ones to do it, right? Game Boys.
They're the first one to be successful at it, definitely.
Oh yeah, you had the BS. Remember the things you would buy for like $10 and the graphics were terrible.
The
like
Tiger
you barely
things.
the Tiger thing is like, oh, it's a Ninja Turtle and
Because it would be like oh, you got a baseball game, and what it was just a screen that had the baseball
yes
diamond on it, and then you'd have like a little black thing that would come with like
outline.
an outline of a guy, and it was swing the bat, swing the bat, swing the bat.
and yeah, and it's like it's like what the hell?
Yes, now those were garbage, but we all had them because we were children. Except for the people now, they don't have them. They don't know what they are. They play Uncharted when they were like 10.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have, because there was proper adult swears in there. No F-bombs, but definitely swears.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so... Okay, so the dude from Third Strike who's in this...
Yeah. Who?
Do you think when he read the script and he was like, oh, you cast Malcolm Jamal Warner? And then he got halfway through the movie and it's like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
kill Malcolm Jamal Warner?
And that's what.
And you don't kill me?
Yeah. It's like oh.
And then probably right about then where he's like, I'm not going to do my accent anymore.
Yeah, you notice that he dropped it as soon as it's like what? Okay.
They start off in this movie with full-blown, for some
Caribbean
reason,
accents.
Caribbean accents, even though this is in Key West.
Yeah.
So
But it's like it's close enough, right? And they're black, so yeah. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
they-
what? What logic does that make? Whatever. Okay. Because apparently African Americans don't exist in the Key West. They don't. It's only. But if you're black in the Key West, it's like, oh, you're Caribbean.
stop calling it the Key West.
All right.
There's like multiple islands.
Yeah.
It's not just one, the Key West.
I was referring to the region. The
The Key West region,
Yeah.
the drips of the penis that is Florida.
Yeah, it really is. It's really it's sick. It's a
It's
sick
very
dick.
phallic.
It's a sick dick and it's leaking on Cuba.
It makes sense why it's Spanish. It was Spanish
Yeah, it was
first.
for the longest time. Yeah.
But yeah, so this dude from Third Strike, I'm not looking up his name.
Don't need to.
And Theo Huxtable,
Yeah.
like, they're the worst henchmen.
Yeah, because they're slackers.
But they also lie. They're like, oh, did we kill Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey?
he's
Yeah,
dead.
we killed him. We live on a 4 foot by
also-
4 foot island.
Kevin Hart is like the worst supervillain.
Okay, but here's the
Or
thing.
the worst boss man.
Here's the thing about Kevin Hart in this movie, though.
Yeah.
Or whatever his rap name is. First off, he puts together no beats.
Something Bunny. What was it? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Not looking it up. Just
Right.
watch the movie. Forgot everybody's name. Don't care to remember him. But he's supposed to be this hardcore rapper
Who's known for killing people.
who is known for literally murdering people.
And he doesn't kill anyone. Or come close to it.
No, his henchman does. His
Yeah.
new white henchman.
Oh, yeah, the white
does.
guy who, yeah.
The two black henchmen don't do anything.
No, yeah.
Because they're lazy and shit.
And the one isn't even True Island. He's like, what? I was just put on an accent, man. I'm like, what? Calm that down.
Well, I had this third strike.
Yeah.
And I had to get out of LA
I had to
because
run.
they coming after me, dog. So I went to the Keys, which is how you say that. So yeah, like he like the millionaire's daughter in this movie, the Donald Sutherland's daughter.
Oh, yes.
She was from something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the ABC show like Invasion or that whatever.
Oh.
She was like the daughter of the whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
That show
about.
never got a second season, and it's
Okay.
okay. But she was awkward looking then too. She's got a real lollipop thing going on.
Yeah.
That real Callista Flockhart look.
Yeah.
That big and like puffy hair doesn't help. So when she has the bigger hairdo, anyway. So So this broad keeps talking. I know, sexist. I called her a broad. This woman keeps talking. She's like 10 now. Seriously.
She does. She has the appearance of like a 12-year-old.
She got that Selena Gomez face thing going on. Like, you're never gonna look 30. You're never gonna look 30.
Not hot.
But she's talking about this guy like he's just this guy, just murking fools. Oh, I was on a murder trial, but I was acquitted because I killed every witness because I'm a murderer. And then Kevin Hart rocks up with his tiny self, like this guy you can fit in a duffel bag, and just get through customs.
He also shops at the boys section of Stearns, like Prince.
Although I think Prince also went to the girls section.
Yeah, he was very androgynous.
He's very androgynous.
Yeah.
But he rocks up in his tiny suit, which, by the way, I've been to the Keys. It's hot. It's hot as like being in 100-degree weather with some cotton drawers on that do not breathe. You need some wicking substance just to get it.
Yeah, that cotton just absorbs the sweat.
It's just like this hot house that is everything. It's like you're not wearing a full-blown suit with a button-up shirt. You're wearing T-shirts and shorts. That's what you do. Even his henchmen had like, I got like a polo shirt on and like jorts.
Yeah.
Not wearing jorts either. Yeah. Look, the denim is just gonna suck up sweat and just hold it in there. Take off like those
sponge.
Put on some like basketball shorts and take off those like Janko jeans. Wearing some straight up Boss jeans.
They probably wore Boss jeans.
Some Boss jorts. Stop it. Act like you. And then the white guy who was their henchman, the new henchman, he's just wearing full on jeans.
Yeah, he is.
He's wearing some Wrangler jeans because he definitely shops at Kmart. And he's a murderer.
Yeah. Well, as well, if you're murking people, you might want to have
clothes
that you can easily just throw away.
He's gonna throw some blood on it. Yeah. You gotta get rid of that. Yeah, they're just terrible henchmen. He's a horrible villain, and he's completely laughable. But it's so great how he just started out as like, yeah, he's a murderer, and then he's completely bad at everything that he does.
But I think he's the perfect villain for Matthew McConaughey.
Well, yes, because Matthew McConaughey is a clown wrapped in a sex symbol.
Right, so you need someone who's like, oh yeah, it's like, because if a serious villain would just took him out.
Yeah, he was just like murked him in the head.
Just would not let him talk or anything. Just like dead.
Which, by the way, okay, so before everyone, there's a point when they find the treasure. Well, the beginning of this movie, they find the treasure and then blow up a boat by accident, and then Matthew McConaughey and his homeboy. That guy's Scottish in real life, right?
Yes, he is.
Why not just make him Scottish?
I don't know. They wanted. I don't know why Eastern European was a thing.
It doesn't make any sense. Everyone here who's hiding it, everyone who has an accent from some foreign place is using another accent to be like something else.
Maybe that's why. Maybe because they didn't want him to be Scottish. Because it was like, okay, well, there are people like what's his name? Winston is in this movie, and he's playing a Southerner.
Ray Winston or Winstone, not the Ghostbuster.
Oh yeah, not Ernie Hudson. Yeah. But yeah, you have all these other actors. How many? It was like him, and I think another person. Even the white guy, who was the henchman to
the murderous
Kevin Hart.
henchman.
Yeah.
The
I think he was either Scottish or I think Australian, maybe. I don't know.
And then Theo was put on a fake accent.
Right.
Three Strikes
There's a lot of
put
people
on a fake
putting on fake accents in this movie.
Yeah, it's weird. But Matthew McConaughey's still from Texas, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't even ever specify where he's from. They're like, oh yeah, he just has an accent, whatever.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like the horrible henchmen, but they find this boat, and they find this ship, and they find quote unquote treasure. And like, first off, by the way, by the end of this movie, they're like, oh, we're gonna give all this treasure and make this beautiful museum. But it feels like during the entire thing, especially since they're just like ripping apart this treasure and not really caring about it. They're trying to get rich and are famous.
Because like I said, he's a treasure hunter, and that's what he does.
Yes, which always makes me...
Because he has tons of debts to pay.
To bring back this Uncharted theme.
Right.
Is very much Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Where he just... Like, he breaks everything. He's ruined multiple hidden cities.
Yeah.
He's...
Like, I think the biggest offense was probably Shambhala. Because there's people living there.
Yes.
They're mutated, but there's people living
They're
there.
giant purple men, but they
There
are
was
alive.
like literally a whole like ecosystem living there, and he destroyed it.
There were people living, quote unquote, in at El Dorado. I don't know what at El Dorado.
Yeah, but weren't they? Yeah, well, yeah.
They weren't. They were something.
They were something. They were zombified something. Crazy people. They just wanted to kill you and just rip you apart.
Yes, but Nathan Drake pretty much has this whole like, yeah, and I got that vibe when two things happened. A, when they found the sword, and then he immediately stole it and then held up someone with it. It's like, man, that's something Nathan Drake would do. Would just ruin something, or possibly like, I mean, there is a sword fight in one of the Uncharted games.
Yes.
And they're old swords.
Yeah.
There's a weird illusion, and I just get.
But they're super sharp though.
Yeah, well, they've been in a very specific place for a very long time, and they weren't underwater.
Right.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pirates, man. Anyway, but yeah, it's their disregard for history is amazing to me. On everyone's like radar in this movie and in the entire Uncharted series.
Yeah.
They're like, and I'm like the asshole sitting there going like, oh man, that's really cool, this old thing. Let's preserve it. Let's find somebody get some plastic gloves and then they go like, yeah, let's just pick it up, and we broke it. Oh god, I broke it.
It's alright, we survived.
700-year-old thing. Oh well.
Yeah, because it's a part of history that you can never recover. It's also a testament to like earlier people, and that the idea that these people were just primitives, that we were all just primitives, and that we just came out of the ether with technology is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
Yeah, because that's like from the look of like Westerners, it's like you had the Greeks and the Romans, and then the Dark Ages, and then we revisited everything and we regained all that knowledge, and then here we are now, and it's like no, there were periods before that where like other civilizations had their golden age and had even better technology.
Yeah, they probably had like bones in their like noses or something. They're savages. They're real savages.
Right. That's
so we're just gonna ignore, like, just find their gold, like the Spaniards did, and then rape their cultures, and then make South America.
Yeah, right.
That's just true.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Central America too.
Yeah, they
If
did
that's
all
a
Latin
thing,
America.
we're gonna call it Central America.
Yeah, because you want to separate the two.
Because we can't call it North America.
No.
Because that's where English speakers are from.
Yeah.
The quote-unquote good people. I had to say quote-unquote because I definitely need everyone to know that.
Because they don't know what air quotes. Yeah, they can't see the air quotes that you're doing. But yeah, it doesn't come out of the ether. There's like dark ages all the time. There are dark ages in Egypt. There are dark ages in Babylon. There's dark ages everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, and then they just ruin them. They just walk into them, and then they ruin them. And then, thankfully, they have all that charm. Mostly talking about Nathan Drake. Not so much Matthew McConaughey. I mean, he's not uncharming in this. I'm just saying, Nate, I care about his future much more. While Matthew McConaughey, after all of this, just started banging his wife again without a condom.
Yeah.
By the way,
just like making out scenes in the middle of like, we discovered
they did
this
not
big
just
thing.
make out. They had full-on sex in that church.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They did say that. That's right. We didn't see it, but
we can't see it.
Yeah, PG-13.
It's a 2-hour PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
Where we can't show.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like sexual innuendos in there, all throughout there. Like she's pointing out that he has 3 charms, and she lists the first 2, and then she puts out the third one, and she puts her hand gesture in the fingering motion, like she's like
and then she looks down, and then she realizes what she's doing,
and she's like, oh, ha ha ha. And then there was when Matthew McConaughey discovers the sword underwater, and there has to be, I guess, explosive charges. And he gets blown up, and the sword goes up in the air. And what's the girl's name? I don't. Not Tess. Tess was her name. That was Kate Hudson. I can't think of the daughter's name.
The millionaire's daughter.
Yeah, let's call her the millionaire daughter.
Can we call her Marianne?
Sure. Well, let's call her Marianne for the sake of this.
The professor and sorry.
The sword flips up, nearly impales her in the crotch, like about an inch away from her crotch. So it's like, okay.
I think there was some perspective thing.
Yeah, there was a perspective thing too.
But yeah, no, that okay, let me I hated her.
Well, yeah, she was playing her part. She was a dumbass.
She was
Like all she had going for her was her wealth.
What I'm saying is, I wish. You know that trick in the circus where they swallow swords.
Yeah.
You know, they just like put their neck up, the chin up real high. They just put the sword all in their mouth. And by the way, that sword is not sharp.
No.
Or they would just die.
Yeah.
I just kind of want that to happen to her.
Yeah, but yet.
But not a circus trick. Just a
Right.
thing that she just endured and then didn't.
Goes like halfway through her throat and out the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's bleeding out and she's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, but like don't show it because it's a PG-13
I don't need
movie.
to see
You
that.
don't need to see that.
All you need to see.
This isn't Serbian
Donald Sullivan
film.
just starts crying like, no!
It's not Serbian film. We don't need that.
Yeah. I don't ever have to see that movie.
Don't ever want to. I was watching a video on the YouTube where a guy watched it and as his punishment for losing a wager.
Oh.
So he just watched him watch it. Yeah. That's a horrible movie that we don't ever need to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the fact that Kate Hudson is a smart blonde woman,
Right.
who also seems to really like going after treasures.
Right. Because she has a background in history. Some college, I guess.
Yes. So
Yeah.
she's not a journalist.
No.
But she likes uncovering history,
Right.
which is kind of what journalists do.
Right.
Just saying. What I'm saying is this is full scale robbery,
Of Uncharted.
which they're trying to make a movie out of, and they're going to fail.
I don't want them to.
I don't want them to either.
Because who are you going to play him? I know, what was it, a couple years back, they wanted, what's his name, Marky Mark to play Nathan
Yeah,
Drake.
that was when David O. Russell was going to direct,
Yeah.
and I was like, the guy who what was that movie that Marky Mark starred in with Batman? The Fighter.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's like, which Batman? I just was it Ben Affleck?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. I meant Christian Bale.
Because literally, I went to Ben Affleck and I was like, what? He's not. They've never been. I was like the Boston connection.
Yeah,
I was like,
he's not in the town.
no.
Like no, I meant the other Batman.
Christian Bale.
I mean the Batman who was I think the better version of Batman for one simple reason, it's the murdering.
Yeah.
They all murder, but one of
they
them
do.
wholesale murders.
Yeah. Doesn't care.
But he did that movie, and that guy. I want that, and he did that Jennifer Lawrence movie that just came out recently.
Oh, he did. Okay.
And I'm like, yeah.
I didn't see that, but I saw The Fighter. The Fighter was alright.
The Fighter was all right, but
I can't.
But like, I don't want this two teaming to make this guy.
And here's the thing
about this guy.
Doesn't seem like he'd be a good Nathan Drake.
No, he's too Boston.
Yeah.
Nathan Drake is clearly, I don't know where he's from.
Yeah.
I mean, I know where he's from, but he's just a guy.
Yeah.
He's just a guy who doesn't fight Transformers. He doesn't lay down mad raps with his backwards hat with the metal plate on it because it's 1992,
Yeah.
90.
I think it was earlier. I think it was like 89.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That time when I barely remember things.
Yeah.
Go Ninja rap.
Yeah.
But yeah, like so the thing that I find like the correlation, like I'm pretty sure Kevin Hart. I just viewing this movie through the prism of Uncharted. I like Kevin Hart. You're Eddie Raja from the first game
Yes.
with his golden gun
Yeah.
and real obnoxious. And like, oh man, there's
Someone played the game or heard about the game.
and then just wrote this script.
Yeah.
And then what I like to think is
Let's change these
they
characters
wrote an
around.
Uncharted movie and they go like, oh well, they didn't option this, so we're just gonna change a few things here, and then like all the other things were like just location and actor and producer requests that changed it.
Sully could have been the old rich guy. Granted, Sullivan isn't an old rich man, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he could be that, or he could have been.
I'm just playing like characters they're trying to like.
Well, yes, but
substitute.
he also could have been because they like, oh well, we'll make him. He could have just been Winston.
Yeah, him too.
Ray Winston, and then who else is in it? I can't remember. Like trying to think of analogs now. Like, who else was in the games?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a British dude at some point.
Yeah.
And then you know, it just feels like another It's another thing. It's another thing they're doing. And of course, in true Nathan Drake fashion, what does he do? He gets in a plane. Matthew McConaughey gets in the plane and crashes it. Gets in the scooter and crashes it. Like, he just crashes everything. He breaks everything. He ruins a boat. I'm pretty sure Drake ruined a boat.
He ruined a lot of things.
He ruined a boat in the third one.
Dude, he ruined a train.
He ruined a train. He ruined a Jeep.
A boat.
The jet ski got away clean in the first one.
There was trucks he ruined, like trying to save his brother Sam.
Yeah, I mean,
there was also
the convoy in the second game.
Yeah, there's that.
And then the one that I guess Elena drove off the thing. In the second one, that's how that ended. By the way, I like how they cut away from it so you don't actually see, because there's no way they got out of that truck. Yeah. They're dead. Like, you know, you could honestly say that at that point, to the fourth game is all just an illusion. We're just dreaming it in the afterlife because they died when they drove off a cliff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever driven off a cliff, Dennis.
No,
I haven't. But I've seen it on movies and television. And I go, there's not enough time, and there's nowhere for them to land.
Yeah.
Because you hang off the. I don't care though, because they're alive. Because if they killed them at the end of that game, like they threatened to, in the second one, with the grenade, I would have been wicked pissed. Because let's be fair. The entire core of Uncharted for me is the relationship between Nate and Elena.
Yeah, it is.
I don't necessarily think
relationships drive that game.
They do. Like the characters drive those games.
Yeah, the adventure stuff and everything else is just bonus. It's like, oh, this is awesome bonus.
Yeah, I get to climb a thing.
Yeah,
and then watch it destroy.
Oh my god. If that shit happened in real life,
you would die.
No, you would die because you'd be like, oh my god, what do I do? Oh my god.
Like,
and you can't just
like
leap
the beginning of
and then somehow jump far enough to catch something with just your fingertips and be able to hang on to that.
I don't know, there's a lot of parkour in the world, but this is what this movie was missing, is not enough jumping and climbing.
Yes.
Other than that, it's an Uncharted game. Yeah. They have so many twists and turns, dude. They go. This is their adventure. This just sounds like a really short Uncharted game, where it's like, oh yeah, we find a boat, we use a boat, we have some reason to have a whatever. So we find a treasure. Oh, we got to find this mythical treasure. I think I found it. Okay, well, now I have to have a convoluted reason where I get a woman involved in the game.
Right.
Because there's always a convoluted reason for why there's a woman in the game.
Right.
Whether it's I need her money so we can have this expedition, so I can pull this coffin out of the ground, out of the water, or it's she pulled me into this thing where she's gonna screw over this freaking warlord.
Oh god, yeah.
No, she didn't know it was a warlord at the time. Yeah. So we're gonna go steal all this treasure, or it's look, we're kind of divorced, but I kind of need to get in this country.
Yeah.
So call my ex-wife, or hey, we're having a bit of a spat right now. Actually, the fourth one's kind of an outlier because it's, hey, we're having a normal life right now. That's the
yeah, because they make you seem like something else is happening, but then when you actually play the game, it's like, no, everything's fine.
Well, it wasn't.
It wasn't fine. He lied. She found out. There was tension there, and then you realize,
it's like a real relationship.
Yeah.
But
because you can imagine, like, oh, we're done. I'm tired. This is this is the final straw that broke the camel's back.
To be fair, they have been split up before.
Yeah.
But so they're split up in these two characters, which is why it's actually I guess it's 3.5. It's Uncharted 3.5.
Yeah, because this is when they're split up.
No, it's 2.5.
Yeah, because
they're split in 3. So yeah, it's 2.5. I was right. I did the math right. I should just trust myself. I don't know why I don't trust myself. I have a lot of issues. Because these two characters are split up in this movie.
Right.
Then they find that, like, oh, we're getting a divorce, so I got to go to the thing and have the divorce papers, and then she gets all the money, and she wants to go to school, and I'm a guy who cares only about myself, and I need to crush her dreams.
But here's the thing. She has to know, just because it's him, that he has no money.
Yeah, but he has a boat.
Yeah, but you had to know on some level he was going to fuck that up for her.
Don't necessarily know that, because he had a boat, and he had it for all those years.
Yeah. But he's him.
So she didn't know that he actually basically doesn't own the boat anymore.
Yeah, because it's on the bottom of the water.
Well, no, but also he lost it to that guy.
He lost it to Big Bunny or whatever.
To Kevin Hart, who shouldn't use big in any name for him. I guess it's ironic, kind of like Tiny.
Yeah.
So they have their contrivance to get a woman into this thing. Because they're like, oh yeah, that guy has money. She works for the rich guy. Oh my god, I need his money. Oh my god, you work for the rich guy. Oh my god, we're going to go find this treasure, guys. Yeah. And then he schemes his way onto the boat.
Here's my thing. Why did he need the rich guy's money? Because it seemed like the rich guy...
Because they didn't have a boat anymore. And he was willing to do it, and they don't have anybody
and then he's like, oh, well, you don't need my money. I just need your boat. Because he didn't really spend any money.
No.
Yeah.
But he's a guy with a boat, and he's not from that island. So
yeah, that is true.
So he doesn't go, oh, I know you. I'm not giving you anything.
Yeah.
So then they go back to the treasure. Oh my god, twist and turn. We find it, but we have enemies here. Oh, we also find it, and then find it that it's not it, because revelation, he's been lying this whole time. Why would he tell the truth right now? He's the guy who wrote this letter about where the thing was is lying. So then we think about, oh my god, where would they go? Using logic and everything else. We find where the actual treasure is. Kind of.
Right.
But we find out where they actually put the boat up. Oh my god. Let's find the next clue. After this red herring. Then we find, oh, you know where it is? There's a church. Let's find this church, because there's a thing. He says that he buried something somewhere. So, then we have to have sex in the church. You don't. That's not in an Uncharted game.
Yeah, and there was multiple parties involved, because you have the initial Spanish. I guess it was a dowry. There was a dowry for the wedding.
Yeah.
And then it went down, or something happened. A hurricane happened, and it went down.
Well, that's the story.
That's the story. And then the Dutch come. Because they're talking about a Dutch freighter.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, well, the Dutch freighter would have saw the sunken ship. And he's like, well, it didn't see the ship because...
Because you can see everything because it's the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Basically. It's not.
And
it's like on the border.
And then it's like, well, if it landed here, and if it's a big ship, it wouldn't land where this area here. It would land around the other side of the island because it's not deep enough here.
Yeah.
So you have to go on the other side, and there's this whole terror other shit involved.
And he's like, oh, he ran it aground.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he moved the treasure to this hill. And then they mark it with a thing that, by the way, hundreds of years later would not be written on a stone. Just wouldn't happen.
It'd just be the smooth stone. Was like, is that something? No, it's nothing. It's just a mark.
But they find this rock and like, oh, but turns out they built a church around it. So we have, like Uncharted, there's churches.
Right.
There's so many churches in Uncharted, or temples, or something.
Well, yeah, that's because most of it takes place. Okay, the first game and the fourth one are mostly in areas heavily influenced by Western civilization. No, the third one too.
Yeah.
Because of the churches.
Was there a church in the third one?
Yeah. Outside the prison. Then there was a church. Oh, in the third one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I know in the second one there's a temple. The first one there's the church.
Third one, maybe it was a mosque. Because it was the Middle East. It was a mosque, not a church.
I don't remember.
Because they were talking about... It was like symbols and everything else. And it was like Lawrence Arabia and the battle with... I forgot what army. And then you had to... So like everything else, it was a trinket you had to figure out. It was symbols that led to the location of the place, and then you actually had to go to the place. I don't know. I could be remembering it wrong, but whatever.
At some point in time, probably soon, I'm going to play all of them again.
Right.
Because, I don't know, Mass Effect's not coming out till next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they find a church. They find something buried under the rock. Is it treasure? No, it's a barrel with a book in it.
Yeah.
Okay, and some trinkets.
Yeah.
A little bit of trinkets, which by the way...
Just to let you know you're on the right course.
Yes. I guess. Why are they there? I don't know.
It's just so the audience will be like, oh, there's treasure here.
Yes.
They're on the right course. Awesome.
Yeah. And then they read in the book where it basically tells you where the treasure actually is,
Right.
which is in a hidey hole that sinks every
Every
day.
cycle is a weird. It's like it's high tide, low tide, but it's also the cycles of the season too because it's lower at certain seasons.
Yeah. Because I guess that's how water works.
Right.
Oh man, glad they found it now because if they waited till the ice caps melt, they're never gonna get
they're
to it.
never gonna get to that.
But they have so then they find the treasure, the actual treasure, and then Rapper tries to kill him. Don't really know why.
And he's a terrible shot.
He's also terrible.
Granted, the gun he's using was a fucking handgun, so
the guns don't make any sense at the end of this movie. Also, they come out and he's just like, "Oh, we're just doing guns now."
And he has clips. He just has endless clips.
But you never see him reload.
Yeah,
He's just always
endless clips.
he just always has bullets. But yeah, so they find the treasure, and it's like pretty much. I mean, there's like enough clue to be like an Uncharted movie, except for it's like a really small one,
Right.
where they stay on one island.
Especially, it's pretty
And
much
they don't kill as many
downloadable
brown
content.
people.
It's just DLC.
Yeah, but they don't kill as many brown people as they do in the first movie.
Yeah.
But of the people they killed, that guy was brown.
Yeah, he was.
The other guy was not. And they didn't
Yeah, the
kill
other
the
guy
people.
got thrown up in a blowhole and ripped to shreds, and all you saw was like a blood mist. This is terrible. It's like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, that was... I don't know how that
Looked
happened.
like Kool-Aid packages.
Somebody's making Kool-Aid over... Is that racist? I don't know.
It's strange. Yeah.
I
I know what's funny about that? Kevin Hart, after seeing the blood, was like, oh my god, I'm so gross.
He's gonna
That may throw up in my mouth.
This man
You
who's a murderer...
are a murderer!
Yes, you're known for being a murderer. Which basically says he is not a murderer.
No, it's all just bullshit hype.
He's like, oh, was he even like up for a murder? Did he even like get on a trial for a murder, or was that just a thing you said?
He's like Rick Ross. He lied. He was actually just a prison warden, or no, he was a CO.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I still drugs. Like, no, he didn't.
You
locked up
To
people.
be fair, he might have sold drugs.
Yeah, he might have.
Being a
He
corrections
was a- yeah,
officer,
he was a
I've seen
CO,
The
yeah.
Wire. You could just be peddling drugs in
Yeah,
his
he
system.
probably was.
He's not Rick Ross though.
No. He just took that name.
He just took that name.
That'd be awesome name. Yeah, great.
Yeah, because he's a drug. Again, why has no one taken the rap name Pontius Pilate?
Yes.
It's such a gangster
Maybe
name.
it's too hard to defrade.
I think they're just gonna what's that? It's like
ooh, I don't know.
ooh, because I got these cross tattoos on me. I can't.
Yeah, because that means
I got Jesus tattooed on my left
a
arm. I
symbol
can't.
of your Lord's death. That's the funny about the cross. It's like what? It's the thing that killed him. So you wear it around your neck? Interesting.
Well, you know, Christianity's got its own morbid take on the world.
Yeah.
But
Especially Catholics. It's like, oh, because the whole entire thing is like, oh, the waiver and the drinking of the wine. And then, here's the thing. Before the priest bless it, it's just a little rice wafer or whatever it is and wine. But when he says the magical mumbo jumbo, it literally becomes the embodiment of Christ. So it's his blood and his body that you're eating. It is cannibalism. You're eating your Lord and Savior. What is up with that?
I'm not Catholic, so I never had the real wine or the
wafer.
that Catholic wafer that only they seem to have.
Yeah.
I've gone to a normal service. I had my normal communion, where it was grape juice and a bit of bread, sometimes crackers.
Yeah.
Depending on the place. But my mother's church, they just get loaves of bread and they just break off a little bit of bread. Feels more old school than the clearly like stamped monogrammed wafer
that they get
with
from the
Catholic
Vatican.
Church. And that dude comes around and is like, "Do you want me to put it in your mouth or do you want me to put it in your hand?"
Yeah.
It's like,
Just drop it.
"You're a priest. I'm a hand."
But just the concept of that, it's like, oh, I want the body of Christ inside me, so I have to eat my God, basically, in order to become Him.
Like, this is really weird.
It's very pagan though, because a lot of other people.
You are a man who takes conversations in real weird turns.
Yeah, I know.
Like really weird turns. By the way, the boat.
Which boat?
That they sank.
Oh, okay.
Their boat.
Yeah.
Booty calls.
Yeah. There's a
They
lot
named
of
the name's
yeah.
the boat's name is Booty Calls.
Yeah.
Like, who names... That had to be his boat from the beginning. That was not a joint buy.
Yeah.
I feel like a woman
she
with
probably
any
gave him the money to buy it. Because she seemed like the person who was like, the money. She was the money.
She's the brains. I don't know if she's the money, because she...
You know what? She probably had good credit. Loans. It's like, here's a loan.
But she came down on spring break and never left.
Yeah, well, her parents could have money.
Her parents could have
All I'm going to say, Matthew McConaughey doesn't have money. He seems like he gets money, and as soon as he gets money, he pays off debt or runs with it. And then the debt collectors come. He's like, I was going to pay you.
And he pays debt off.
Before you kill me, I can make you more money if you just give me more money. It's like, wait, what?
I can find
it, but I need you to finance this bullshit thing over here.
Yeah, so... It's just... So the millionaire's daughter, Marianne. We're calling her Marianne.
Yeah.
Not her name.
Because we're doing that.
Because we don't care.
Yeah.
The lollipop girl.
Lollipop.
Who does the does us all a favor and dresses like a peppermint at least twice in this movie.
Yeah.
I'd still spit her out. I don't want it. Like if I had to choose, like Matthew McConaughey honestly would quote unquote have to, except for he really doesn't have to because he just went with the Kate Hudson. I'm gonna pick Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
Because the other girl is all weird looking, like an alien.
Yeah, and she's of questionable age. I don't know how old she is. I guess she's legal. I guess she would have to be legal. We don't know that.
I don't know why she'd have to be.
Yeah, I assume since she was partying in Miami by herself.
I guess. But she's the daughter of a millionaire. They do
so
things.
She's like, I'm rich. I don't care what age I am. I'm gonna drink and do whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to school. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like okay.
But yeah, so like, but she was hard up on, and it was subtle, in the way they didn't really want to talk about it, because Matthew McConaughey could be her dad. She was like kind of really, really into that,
Yeah, well, she was very grateful for him for saving her hat.
Yeah, a hat.
A fucking hat.
She wanted to turn around, and she did state it. He saved my life.
Yeah.
When all that happened was he caught her hat, and then the guy driving her boat tried to kill him.
Yeah. Because he wasn't paying attention, even though it was right in front of him. He was so distracted by something else. Like what?
What was it? Was it her amazing beauty?
No. Because he wasn't even looking at her. He was looking out in the water. He was just, I'm just going to daydream right now.
While driving this heavy vehicle.
Like, he just forgot the reason why he turned around. He was like, I'm just going to drift off and just stare out in the water.
You know what I like to think? Yeah. I think, okay, so right before they left the boat, the daughter and the guy driving the boat, she was surrounded by 4 beefy men.
It just looked like the opening to a really bad scene.
Of an adult venture.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I ordered 4 pizzas.
Yeah. They all had double meat.
Oh, meat lovers.
Oh, God.
She likes bacon.
And sausage.
I was trying not to.
She loves the big pepperoni sticks.
Oh, jeebus. So it looked like it was going to make a turn. Like, they're all going to, like, fight for her, and then they're all going to give up, and they're all going to say, we could just go at the same time, guys. She's got 2 hands, 2 other things.
Yeah.
But no, then it turned out to something benign, like her just, like, having the hot sweats over Matthew McConaughey, who's not paying any attention to her because he's treating her like she's a GB
slip and
child.
slide everywhere she went.
He acts like she's a kid, though. He's like, oh, you're awesome. Kiss her on the forehead.
Yeah.
But
she's like, oh.
But you got to read between the lines. She was all about it.
Yeah, she was.
If he would have given her if he would have given her the green light, she would have been all up in his cabin. Not a metaphor. I mean his cabin on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's the worst.
You're the worst.
She hates her dad.
And doesn't even cover it up. She didn't have the decency to send a text. Like, granted, she was distracted, but still, she just should have just sent a text. And
she shouldn't have written the text about how she hates being there with her dad.
She's who she is, so that was going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's...
She's also very stupid. All the C's linked together is a question that she actually asked.
Yeah, and they kind of just over, like, whatever, they just kind of, act like she
I do love,
that.
yeah, I love that everybody in this movie is like, she says something stupid and you're like, God, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Is a thing you can see on their face, but they don't say it. Except for the one time that Kate Hudson says it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, why does she hate me? She calls me stupid.
And
like,
then
oh
she
God.
calls the people around her stupid.
No, Kate Hudson calls the people around Marianne, not her name, because, like, they're all stupid, but they can't help it, basically.
Yeah. It's like, throws them under the bus. Like, what the hell?
Like, and then we never, like,
No.
what you should have had is, like, one more scene, like, as they
With
leave.
them just, like, giving her an evil
what the
fucking
hell?
look. Yeah.
Just one shot of one of them just going, what the hell was that?
What did I do to you?
I hate her. She doesn't talk to any of us. She just talks to her two gay chef friends.
Oh, them.
Which
They were hilarious.
they were great. They were, like,
Yeah.
possibly the best part of this movie.
Yeah. Because they weren't stereotypes, which is a good thing, except towards the end where they wear the pink shirts and the purple shirts. It's like, what the hell?
It's lavender. It's pink and lavender.
Sorry, lavender. Sorry, John. Sorry.
I was trying to think of another word for pink. I just can't think of one.
Yeah.
And right now, the horrible person, that voice in my head, just wants to say vaginal. Like, no. Anyway. But yeah, like, those two guys were great. That's really ironic, because that's the one thing they're not interested in. But yeah, they're just two chefs. That's it. They have, like, hardcore, like, Boston accents.
Yeah, they did.
Which I can see why they moved to the Keys. Because Boston.
Yeah.
And they're gay.
Yeah.
It's like being black in Boston. Except for they can hide it better.
Black and Jewish, right?
Oh, yeah, that'd be bad too. God. Ugh. Or like they, like, win a sports event. I'm sorry, a championship, and then they just, like, yeah, let's burn this mother down.
Run. Just run.
It's like, and by that they mean this black person's house, or this other brown person's house.
Yeah.
Or the Jewish guy. Yeah. Or Marky Mark's gonna say a thing about a half-blind Korean man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Boston's not racist or homophobic, right? They're known for being good, upstanding citizens.
Right.
They would never say something like, as an entire city, that would somehow be something mean against gay people, because that'd be wicked queer.
Right.
What?
No, nothing.
But those guys are great. Donald Sutherland just puts in the lecherous old man routine that he's been doing for the past 80 years, because that man is 160 years old. He's so old. This was in 2008. He's not dead yet, but he's just so... Was the Italian Job before or after this? It was before, right?
Because it was like 2000.
He looked older. That is so old.
Italian Job was 2003.
He looks so old. When's that sequel coming out? Who cares?
No one cares.
He's so old.
No one cares.
I don't know how he still functions.
Well, the Hunger Games is done, so he's not doing those movies anymore.
He looked younger in the Hunger Games. I think it was the beard.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they didn't have him cut into some ridiculous shape like they made, what's his name?
Yeah. In the first one?
Yeah, what's that guy's name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pennington J. Fielder? No, that's not it. Nigel Cunningham?
That sounded so just like he's like, I was going to pull this out of my ass right now.
Anyway, it's something as hoity-toity and ridiculous as that.
Yeah.
Because I think he would just, his skin would just rip off. Because the amount you'd have to, like, cut it, like, you know, we're doing circles in your beard. Okay, and then you just rip his skin off by accident. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like one of the... It would be like a scene... Remember that scene in, like, it wasn't last week Game of Thrones, the week before that, where the, Jack and Hagar was peeling a man's face off? Possibly a woman. I think it was a man. slicing around thing as he's talking to the waif.
Yeah.
Or Candice. I'm making way too many references to shit nobody watches. He just slicing it like it's like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's what shaving can go. That's how shaving can go wrong for Donald Sutherland at this point in his life. It just all comes off, and then then he's just like the one of the exhibit from
Those were dead
bodies.
people's faces, and somehow they get preserved. What
magic?
Yeah.
But yeah, so like there's that moment when he kisses his daughter after they made up, and not like a, but he has that look he looks at her. I guess they just hug. I don't know, but he gives her a look like he's just a dirty old man. He's just a dirty old man look, which is weird because he's wearing like an ascot, and he's like clearly like a proper, not British man.
I think he is. I think he's supposed to be British.
I can't tell. He might be doing a fake accent.
His flags were all. They had the Union Jack.
I like to think he's just an Anglophile.
It could be.
Like he's just like some guy from like Connecticut, but he just loves the British culture and just like buys a yacht and says, "This is what the British do," and then start putting flags all over everything and hiring a staff. Except I feel like his staff should be blacker, because you're gonna have real like imperialism in it. You gotta make yourself feel
from
superior.
The source, straight from the source. Yeah.
Maybe Indian. He could be Indian.
Yeah.
Anywhere they.
I mean, they do call
conquered.
black people. I mean, Indians black sometimes.
That was a long time ago. That was like the 70s.
Right.
That was mostly so they could just call him the N-word too.
Yeah.
They like to just keep it simple, man. We don't need to have other words. Just use the one for the people with melanin. Just that's it. Move on.
Yeah.
Now we can call like Polish people something.
I don't know what they call them, but yeah. Besides the ethnic slur that everyone calls them.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is. I didn't hate this movie.
No, it's not. It's not terrible. There's worse movies out there, but
It's got Kevin Hart. It can't be all bad.
yeah.
And I don't hate Matthew McConaughey.
No.
And I don't hate Jennifer Hudson.
Kate Hudson.
I don't know what's she doing now, other than just making money off of yoga pants.
That's all she does. Like seriously, I haven't seen her in anything like
since Bride Wars, which is a movie I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But
right.
surprisingly, I haven't seen it, which is weird.
Who's in
What?
Bride's Wars?
It's Anne Hathaway, which is why it's surprising.
Oh yes.
I mean, there's a lot of movies with Anne Hathaway I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But
I've seen all the important ones.
I haven't. Technically,
I was trying to think.
I have no interest in seeing Brokeback Mountain.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I kind of totally forgot she was in that.
Well, nobody remembers she's in that, and nobody remembers that she's half naked in it either, because it's not about that.
Right.
Everyone remembers the spit scene. But yeah, I had no compulsion to see that. I also have no compulsion to see The Intern.
What's The Intern?
It's Anne Hathaway and
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
It's on HBO now, which is why.
Okay.
But that might happen, just because it's like there. But who knows? There's a lot of movies that I haven't seen or watched.
Yeah.
And I don't have an obsession with Anne Hathaway. Why did you look at me like that when you said that?
Okay, yeah.
I have an appreciation.
Appreciation, gotcha.
I have a lot of appreciations for women I'll never meet. Or in any way interact with ever. I won't even Twitter them.
I just can't believe James in colored clown shoes.
I still don't know why.
Yeah, it's like, where did that come? Like, what? She's like, she got giant feet. She's like clown shoes. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that was strange.
She has bigger feet than you, James. Because you have fucking tiny feet.
Wow. This is not me at all. I am not co-signing this. I don't know where it comes from. This is a lot of hate that you're throwing at one of your friends. I mean, granted, in our video, you may murder him. Okay. I think I'm done.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this was just as incoherent as all the other ones.
Right.
And maybe we should work on structure.
Okay.
But that's a thing that will happen not now. Because we're just trying to get back into the swing of things. Of throwing up words into a recorder that may or may not make sense.
We're pulling a Prince. This is going to be just archived.
No, it's going on the internet. Just nobody will watch it. So it's like an archive. And might as well. The internet will be our Disney
the
Vault.
internet, yeah. The internet is its own archive.
Although
exists
there is
to hold information, whether it's factual or not. That's
There's one thing I do want to talk about Uncharted, because you sent that video.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Max Landis,
right,
talking about Nadine, who is a character in Uncharted 4, who's the general of an army, a mercenary army.
Yeah, mercenary army.
So she's not really a general. She's just it's a rank.
She runs an army.
Yeah,
for hire that could. Just,
but no one in this army has real rank.
No.
So it's like she's the head of the army.
Right.
But they're whatever. They're all there because they get paid. And he brings up the idea of how to go is a fake strong female character.
Right, because they pretty much build her up to be this really strong character. And the fact that she has an army backing her, and then they do that thing where the guy who really doesn't have any power, he's just a rich boy who wants attention and wants to prove that he's not just, all he has is not just his wealth.
Yeah, by searching out wealth.
Right.
Which, is one of those things you could say something mean about that. Like, oh, that's dumb. Except for he doesn't know anything. I mean, they literally, that's what rich kids do.
Right.
Like, oh, well, my dad made millions of dollars. I'm going to prove myself. I don't need money. I'm going to go make millions of dollars. My own company that he's going to give me a starter loan for.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think his point was that you build her up to be the strong character, and then there's a point where he hits her, and yet she punches him back pretty hard.
Yeah.
Then the private army turns against her.
Yes. What I'd say is he slaps her.
Right.
Like a backhand, so it's not nothing. But he slaps her, and she just full-on punches him.
Right.
Takes him down to the ground.
Right.
And then pulls a gun on him.
Right. And then they back him.
Yes.
And then there's also references throughout the whole entire game that they're extremely loyal to her. So it's like, because of money in this situation.
Which is a thing that might be true, but I do not remember.
I don't kind of remember that. But it's like, in a sense, the game was building up for her to be the main villain.
That's how he frames it, yes.
Yes. And he was disappointed when it turned out that she wasn't.
And I sit there and I go, I probably would have gone with it either way, but to me, it makes sense that Rafe is still the bad guy.
Right. He didn't care about that.
He does go full-on crazy at the end, like it's the end of a Marvel movie.
Right.
But, because they go full-on crazy at the end of Marvel movies.
Right.
But, it's like one of those things where it's like Nate doesn't know Nadine.
Right.
Like there's like at that point you're having a fight with someone that you have no emotional attachment to, while Rafe is like, well, like
no, but I understand why the game makers went with Rafe. I
yeah,
understand it because there's a history there.
I get it.
Right.
But like he has a point in that she is completely usurped at the end.
Right.
And if they just made her go like, you know what, I'm out and I'm taking my army with me, and then he just went full on crazy and into the boat, that would have worked too. Or if you had another way where her army didn't turn on her, that would have worked as well. I mean, there's many ways they could have done this.
Right.
Those two cannot get into a straight up fight though.
No.
Because she will eat his lunch.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If it turned out that Nadine was the main bad guy and Drake had to fight her at the end, he's good. He's dead.
Yeah, he can't.
He's dead.
I fought her
because you fought her twice.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, the first time you fought her by yourself.
Yes.
The second time you had your brother stuff, you got your ass.
Still, yes.
So it's like, yeah.
She all by herself took on two grown men.
Yeah.
Who have been in fights before.
Right.
Because they've all spent time in prison.
Right.
And she just took them down pretty easily.
Yeah.
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 That's kind of crazy.
So, yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, like, he makes good points, Max Landis.
Yeah.
And I get where he's going with it. And that is kind of true. But I feel for the quote unquote. I mean, there isn't a lot of emotional resonance when it comes to the villain at the end of the game.
All right.
But I feel like narratively it ties in together a little better.
So I understand why they did it. Yeah.
I guess you can make him stand up like a little more of a threat throughout it, but then it kind of takes away the fact that he's really just some weird rich kid. And I feel like his fight kind of makes sense in that he's not like fighting. I feel like a rich kid probably grew up going to fencing lessons.
Right.
That's what I immediately thought. I was like, oh, you probably know this because you went through fencing, didn't you? Because you're rich. I hate your guts.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I do get that she is completely usurped at the end. Because you ask, like, it's one of those weird things about, like, equality where you're like, well, what if she was a he? We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
Because there's enough strong male characters in things.
Right.
To which I'd also say, like, yeah, you can say that you did usurp her, but isn't Elena a strong female character?
Yeah.
So it's not like they're just out to, like, hate women. Marla. In the third one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have some problems with Chloe.
Yeah.
Mostly the sexy stuff. Where it's like, can you please stop? Anytime you want to stop here with the... I also have a problem with Uncharted, all the franchise, with the fact that no one looks the same from game to game.
Yeah.
Like, it's Nathan Drake because he's got the same hair, but he does not have the same face in all those games.
Yeah.
Also, the fourth one makes the other three look like hot garbage.
Yeah, but the other three are still good.
No, they're good games, and they still look pretty good.
Right.
But visually speaking...
Well, yeah, because
it makes it look like hot
different
garbage.
engine and everything else, and it's a different system, graded system, everything else.
It's so good. But you have to understand, Dennis, I have the remastered.
Yeah.
They still look like hot garbage.
I know.
It's such a good game. But, let's
wrap it up.
Let's get the heck out of here.
All right.
How do I sign off?
Oh, you got Twitters and shit like that?
I do have a Twitter, but I don't use it for anything.
You got anything associated with this account?
Uno Potato Vids?
Okay.
At gmail.com for questions and comments and quements, which is the thing I stole from the Nerdist right now when I was talking. You got those, send them over to us, and then we'll talk some stuff. But you won't, Sam. You got something to say, Sam? Our one listener who I made up. Let us know. Let's talk about
How
some
do you know this information about this one listener named Sam like he did his research?
You want to know his social security number?
Sure. Let's hear it.
I don't feel like doing that to Sam because there's people going to come after him. Yeah, IRS, he doesn't pay taxes. He gets paid under the table all the time. He works at a small Mexican restaurant on the weekends, bodega during the day.
Huh, he diversifies.
Yeah. Strangely, not Hispanic.
Really?
You'd think that.
Really?
Can't speak Spanish either. But he's kind of got a look of like a Spanish person, so he really hates it because everyone just walks up to him
assumes,
and just starts talking Spanish.
Yeah, like we don't know.
And I go, stop
like.
living in Spanish neighborhoods. That's right, Sam. Stop doing that. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Folks, bye.